Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a comprehensive review of the new Shimano Metanium Shallow Edition versus the newer kid on the block, which is the Daiwa Alphas SV TW 800S. And as you can see, this is a brand new package from my friends at Digitaka.com. So we're going to be doing an unboxing and analysis versus these two great models. And if you're looking to save some money, I encourage you to guys check out Digitaka.com. They sell pretty much every Japanese high-end reel that you can think of. Not only reels, they sell fishing accessories, tackles, lines, anything that's related to fishing and you want that's JDM. Digitaka is the way to go. And use my discount code 72Y. It expires at the end of December, so hurry up and use it before it's too late. Save yourself some money on the already low prices that Digitaka has. Without further ado, let's go to the bird's eye view, do an unboxing, and show you guys what's great about these two models and whether or not you should add them to your fishing arsenal today. Huge shout out to Digitaka.com for hooking up the channel with the Daiwa Alphas SV TW 800S. If you guys been following me, yes, this is my second model. I'm going to be using this as a backup. I did an initial unboxing impression. If you haven't watched that video, go and check it out. It's going to be linked right there. Without further ado, let's get to the unboxing. Super excited because I already caught a lot of big fish on this reel and I absolutely love it. And it's just going to be such a great addition to my tackle arsenal, and it's going to be a good comparison to the Metanium Shallow Edition that's right over here. So there we go right there. We got the Daiwa Alphas SV TW 800S. So you guys that love to look at the box, it's white, nice packaging, very basic I would say from Daiwa. Their higher ends will have a better boxing I guess, and it's black and stuff like that. But this is white, and you can see you have the specs information right there. Let's go and open it up. Oh man, it's tight. Okay, there we go. Man, what's wrong with me? I need to lift some weights. All right, as you can guys see, shallow spool model. So we know that we are talking about the right model here. As we open it up, there she is, ladies and gentlemen, with some instruction manuals right here. We'll leave that inside. Put that to the side right there. We got the main item right here. So let's take it out of the wrap here. That to the side. Woo, just like I remember, man. She is a beauty. God, I love that color scheme on this Daiwa Alphas SV TW 800S. Man, I'm not going to say that name. It's too long, okay? I'm just going to call it the 800S. Hope you guys don't get mad at me. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful model. Love the contrast, the black. It's like a light silver. It's not a chrome, but it's like a light gunmetal silver color. Very nice. I love when reels are this color scheme. If you can see the clutch button itself, it's not black, doesn't have the, I guess, plastic or rubber parts that some of the other reels might have to give you more traction, but it's clean looking. I like it. Woo, it's nice. I have the 8.5 gear ratio model. This is a little bit faster than my first one that I have, but nonetheless, very smooth, very beautiful reel. Man, it's just a nice looking reel here. Which one looks better to you? We have the Shimano to your right and we have the Daiwa to your left. In my opinion, they're going for two different looks, and I think they look great as is. Right in here on to my right, the Shimano, you obviously have the classic Shimano look. It looks a little bit longer because of this opening right here where you can see the spool. It looks longer and it's a little bit more narrow just looking at comparing it to the Daiwa. And then you have the Daiwa itself. It looks like a modern race car. Has the sharp lines to it, you can see that. It looks more aerodynamic to me. Looks is very subjective. In my honest opinion, to me, I like the way the Shimano looks. It's just more classic, cleaner, smoother lines. But don't get me wrong, I do love the Daiwa too, but you know, it might be too much be going on right now for some people's taste. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, looks aside, I think both are very high capable, very good looking reels. Let's go ahead and talk about the specs now. We're going to start off with the Daiwa. As you can guys see, we have the specs on each one right over here on each corner. The Daiwa, we have gear ratios of 7.1, 8.1, and 8.5. The weight, it's 6.17 ounces. Maximum drag force is 9.92 pounds. The spool diameter, which makes it a special spool, as you can see, is a shallow spool, is at 32 millimeters. And that's why this is a direct good comparison to the Shimano Metanium Shallow Edition. But anyways, ball bearing, you have 7+1. MSRP on this is $241.78 US dollars. At the time of this recording, the Shimano Metanium Shallow Edition. It is gear ratio in 6.2, 7.1, 8.1. It weighs a lot less than the Daiwa at 5.82 ounces. And a lot of you guys are going to probably roll your eyes and give me a sign and say, that's like a micro fraction of an ounce. But if you fish as much as I do and you cast as much as I do, I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of times when I'm on my kayak in the water trying to search for the redfish flounder and speckled trout, weight does make a difference, man. I'm telling you, every single ounce, fraction of an ounce, it does make a difference at the end of the day when you stop fishing and you can feel the soreness in your arm because you're just casting hundreds, maybe even thousands of times while you're out in the water. But anyways, drag force, you have 11 pounds, so it ups it versus the Daiwa 800S. Ball bearings, 10 plus 1 versus 7 plus 1, so you have more ball bearings. Therefore, in theory, it's going to be smoother, it's going to cast better. Overall, it's a higher end reel because it has more ball bearings. Now, is that the case? No, not 100% of the time, but in this case, yeah, I do honestly believe having the 10 plus 1 ball bearings makes it a little bit more smooth versus the Daiwa. But anyways, MSRP for the Shallow Edition is $315.04. So between these two, subtract those, you're looking at a difference around a hair above 73 bucks. So is it worth $73 to get the Shimano Metanium Shallow Edition versus the Daiwa 800S, Alpha 800S? I don't know. That's going to be up to the end user, but that's why we're here to talk about it. Okay, now let's talk about build quality. Let's go and start off with the Shimano Metanium. Build quality, like I said, 10 plus 1 ball bearings. In my opinion, it's so silky smooth. It is such a great looking reel. Love the color scheme. I've caught so many big redfish on this reel itself already. Countless number of redfish, to be honest with you. And I just love the Metanium line in general. Big fan. Always have been a fan. I also have the older Metaniums, the generation prior to this one and a generation prior to that one. I have this model here. I have the regular model, the DC model. I mean, my Metanium fanboyism is on a high level, to be honest. It casts as well. It's so smooth. I mean, it doesn't even make any noise. I mean, I barely do any maintenance on this at all, and it still feels like it's brand new out of the box. I mean, it's such a great reel, great performing. Now the Daiwa, man, this is a great reel too. This is my number 2. If I'm purchasing multiple reels, you know it's going to be really great and I'm really enjoying them. Man, I love this. Honestly, even though this says this weighs more than this, when I put it in my hand, it doesn't really feel like they weigh almost the same, to be frank. No, the Shimano is a little bit lighter, you can tell. But I mean, just the way I guess it's built, I feel like the profile is just a little bit more smaller versus the Shimano. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just so hard to say. It's just such a great reel. Love the quality. Love how smooth it is. Never had an issue yet. Unfortunately, it does not have a drag clicker. Neither does the Shimano Metanium. So, I mean, none of those win in any of those in that section right there. But, yeah, such a great reel. High performing. Man, love everything about this 800S. Okay, let's talk about the meat of the reel, which is going to be the spool. This is what makes it so special, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these have shallow spools, meaning that you can throw finesse lures, you can be accurate, it's going to give you long distance casts. It's going to be very versatile, so you'll be able to throw 1/8 ounce, maybe even 1/16 ounce lures with these reels right here, and go heavy if you need to. Throw a, I don't know, 1 ounce top water lure, whatever the case may be. You can switch it out easily without switching out reels. That's what makes these models great. And as you can see right here, guys, there's a big difference when you look at the reel profile, or the spool profile rather. Right here to my left is a Daiwa, to my right is a Shimano, and right off the bat, they weigh pretty much the same, to be honest, even though the Shimano has a longer shaft right there, whereas the Daiwa, which is really cool, I'm glad that they are very innovative in technology. They don't have that long shaft sticking out. It's very innovative in my opinion. As you can see, both of them are very ported to save weight. You can see inside they got holes in there to make it weight saving, where the Shimano Metanium Shallow Edition has additional ports right there to make it much lighter, I guess, per se. Both are made out of aluminum, and I do love the Daiwa's braking system. As you guys can see, it goes in and out. That's how it works, man. Magnets, man. It really controls the casting, gives you that long cast, gives you that short accurate cast. You're able to throw light lures. I mean, this works beautifully with the shallow spool that it comes with it. I mean, really nice. The Shimano is a little bit more traditional with the braking system where you can adjust the brakes by pushing these up and pushing these down, customizing it to your wants and desire. Man, if I was going to give a winner to this section, I would give Daiwa the winner just because of how it doesn't have the shaft, and the braking system, in my opinion, is a little bit better. Okay, so we talked about specs, we talked about looks, we talk about quality control and all that good stuff. Let's talk about performance. As I stated, I've used both of these reels extensively so far, caught a lot of fish on them. And right now, performance-wise, I would give the head nod to the Metanium Shallow Edition just because I feel like it casts just a little bit longer versus the Daiwa. And when I say a little bit longer, I'm talking about maybe 2 feet max. I mean, does that really make a $70 difference between these two? I don't know. That's going to be up to the end user at the end. But in my opinion, the performance on the Metanium is just a little bit better. It's smoother, I think, because it has the +3 ball bearings. What else? I mean, it's just... Plus the spool itself is a little bit shallower, 34 versus 32. So that will make a difference between casting. Lures being a little bit more accurate and more versatile, in my opinion. I mean, both of these models are very, very capable. I love both of them. So, I don't know. As of right now, I give the head to the Metanium. But the Daiwa is nipping right at its heels, to be honest with you. Once again, I have to give a winner to this video because obviously it's a versus video, right? So today I will give the winner to the new Shimano Metanium Shallow Edition. Now, if you ask me next week, my mind might change and I might pick the Daiwa 800S. It's just really, I mean, they're such neck-to-neck competitors each other, but a lot of people will say, well, the Daiwa 800S is $70 cheaper, so therefore save that money and use that for other things like putting that money into an old 18 rod and buying some new line or whatever the case may be. So that's arguable too. I don't know. Whatever is going to float your boat, but I do highly recommend both of these reels. If you can afford both of them, then by all means get them. I think they're going to be a great addition to your tackle arsenal. But thank you so much, Ditchtaka. Use my discount code, guys, 72Y. There's a direct link in the description box below. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, comment. Let me know your opinion about this review. Let me know which one would you pick, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. And yeah, we're going to put these on the water and go catch some fish today.